We're sitting here today in a space that was our old high school.
We used to have in the old building, in the old structure, an awful lot of spaces that we couldn't use for learning. They were dark, they were cold, and just inoperable as far as making anything happen there.
This was really an interesting project because we got to take a 1970s era building that was very much about cells and bells. Lots of classrooms, many of them with no natural light, spaces that really weren't engaging either for the students or for the staff. And we were able to take this big building and kind of carve away pieces, like in this STEM atrium that we're sitting in right now. There was second floor classrooms in here, and we actually physically took out the floor. For daylighting, we inserted skylights in the space, and we created flexibility and additional circulation.
First of all, I want to talk a little bit about our science STEM area. It allows us to do individual group projects, allows us to do small team projects, but we can even bring a couple of hundred students out at once and do a large group lecture.
There was the opportunity for students and staff to come out of their classrooms, to work as individuals, as small groups, as larger groups.
So in each of our 6 learning pods, they're identical with each other. So all of our core subjects are in there. So we have 2 math teachers, 2 language arts teachers, science teachers, social studies teacher, and then our special ed teachers are also there. And that's your home. The restrooms are there. Staff restroom is there. To be able to manage the students is much easier. Our students are very proud of their areas. They keep their areas very clean because it's their home. It's where they live during the school day. So it's a huge transformation, and the learning areas have just taken us to a different level.
The other thing that happens, though, I think that's really important with the spaces is that the kids feel very valued here. And so they feel like they can take initiative for things. They can make things actually come to life for them. And so I think that our STEAM areas and our combination learning space with cafeteria and the new media center combined into one area supports that kind of work because it gives them more option for how they look at things and how they get groupings together in order to be able to attack the problem of the day, which is really kind of neat.
Middletown is a basketball mecca. For 50 years, they had their old Wade E. Miller gym. That when we went to do this project, we knew we had to do a project that would make this community proud. If you look at our facility, this is original. It doesn't look like any other high school arena in the state. When this opened, the community was upset that they lost their old gym. But when they moved into the new arena, they had a whole new sense of pride and a whole new vision for where they could go as a community.
That new arena is also supported by a weight room and multi-purpose room, and is at the end of the building where there's a whole kind of focus on wellness. We also had the opportunity to include some elements that were historical, that were important to the community. We were able to bring the auditorium's light fixtures over and install them in what used to be the front lobby, which is now a flexible learning space. And we were able to bring over George and Abe and greet you as you come into the new building.
We respect our past and honor our traditions here in Middletown City School District. And if you want to know who we are and what we stand for, just walk out in the hallways of the community and just throw out the term Midi Pride. Somebody's going to smile, somebody's going to show some energy and excitement because that's who we are and what we stand for. We're very proud of that. Community's reaction has been just like our students and just like our staff. It's almost been the best part of this entire school year. When we had our ribbon cutting ceremony, you saw responses like, wow, is this really for us? Do we deserve this? And that quickly shifted over to a thank you. It was a thank you from our Board of Education, a thank you from our staff, to our community for making all of this possible.
So I feel really lucky. I'm a school business manager wrapping up a 30-year career. I'm about to retire. And as I walk through this building, I'm extremely proud of what Fanning and Howey brought to the students of Middletown schools. We chose Fanning and Howey for a specific reason. Ultimately, it's because they had a very experienced team with original ideas, a collaborative process that we felt would allow us to end up with a product that more than met our needs.
We were able to be part of this whole design process. Teachers, secretaries, custodians, administrators. They met with the different teams over a number of days. They would give us ideas, but then they listened to our ideas as well.
We ended up with a product that was far better than we could have ever asked for. This is going to change learning. It's going to change the results of this community drastically over the next 2 or 3 decades.